What's going on, guys? We are going to get straight to it. So as you can see behind me, we have this 440 brake horsepower M140i. This thing, honestly, I'm not joking to you, actually scared me quite a bit. The minute you put your foot down, the back does swing out quite a bit. I'm going to go through the list of mods that have been done to this. I can't go through every single one of them, as there has been an extortionate amount of mods done to this, and if I was reading the whole list it would just get completely boring. So let's get to it. Right, so I know how I mentioned that I'll be listing all the mods done to this specific M140i, but there is so much on the list I don't want to read all of it because it will get boring, but I will give a general overview. So it's currently running 440 brake horsepower boot mod 3. It's got basically a full Maxton's kit. It is completely blacked out. It's lowered 25 from the front, 20 to the rear, I believe. So it's got quite a good stance to it, as you can see. So it does sit quite nicely. I mean, over bumps, you can feel it, of course, but not as much as you wouldn't be scraping or anything, which is good. Just before we get to the driving part, let's do a sound test. Burbles, pretty nice. Could be louder, but that's just personal preference. Actually sounds pretty sick, to be fair. Right, let's go. I hope you can see me actually. Yeah, so BMW M140i, of course we are going to put it in Sport Plus, so traction off, because that's just how we do it. You know what, guys, let me just talk a little bit more about this M140i in particular. I have always thought the M140i is probably one of the most hyped up cars, well, hot hatches is what you want to call them, at the moment in the car scene, I think, with a lot of people. But the one thing I will never understand is the fact that, okay, yeah, this car is very, very tail happy, but it's too tail happy. And so let's just talk about the M140 a little bit more. So the M140i was in a way developed to replace the M135i, which came out, I believe, in early 2013. Let's just put it in comfort, actually, don't want too many burbles. But it was to replace the M135i, which I have actually driven a couple of times, and that car is very fun. It's very, very fun. But the M140i, I can see why people like this car so much. I mean, the feel of the car is just totally different. Okay, yeah, it's got the same body and all that good stuff, but it's that monster that lives in the engine bay. That B58 engine has absolutely gone crazy. I mean, I don't know what BMW have done to it, but it seems to be the winner for a lot of people. I mean, these engines, the capabilities of these engines is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I have never come across an engine except the MQB engine. It's a little bit less power, but still quite impressive, that have actually had quite a good reputation. The M140i is a car which a lot of people can have as a daily. Obviously, if people that honestly want to go drag strips, it can do a lot of stuff. That's what I love the most about this car, is the fact that it can do pretty much everything and anything. You've got the practicality of a 1 Series. It's basically a bloated up 1 Series, which obviously is a 1 Series, but it is a bloated up 1 Series. Okay, yeah, it's still a hot hatch, don't get me wrong, but the practicality is there, and that's what a lot of people want. That's what I want out of a car. And I've driven loads of M140i's, don't get me wrong. I've driven straight piped M140i's, I've driven straight pipe M135i's, I've even driven 130i's as well, which are quite impressive for what they are. But this M140i in particular is just something different. I mean, the feel of it is so impressive. So as a driver's perspective, you're comfortable, the seats are nice and comfortable, there's not too much going on, things aren't overdone. They've kept it very basic enough to keep people happy, because these cars, they don't target the average Tom, Dick and Harry. These cars are aimed specifically at people who know a lot about these cars, and I can see why people buy these cars now. I've just driven it for the past 10-15 minutes, and I've put my foot down then and there a little bit, and I can see the hype of this car, and it's just something else. You can see from the smile on my face. Holy shit! As you can see, I hardly put my foot down and we're already spinning, and that's what I like. That's what I seriously like. I like a car with character. I like a car with a personality. I like a car that can keep you on your toes. And the M140i is the one that can actually tick all those boxes, which I absolutely love. I mean, listen to that B58 engine. I mean, come on, that is a piece of art. I mean, it actually is a piece of art. You can't go wrong with this car, you really can't. I mean, there's a lot of people that will disagree with me, so RS3 owners will definitely disagree with me, but honestly, I've driven RS3s, I've driven RS4s, I've driven all that stuff. It's just this M140i, it just has a different feel. I'm not saying I'm going to buy one, but there is a chance that I might actually in the future end up buying one. The feel of it is just different, everything about it is just different. And the best part is, okay, it's lowered, 25 on the front, 20 on the back. And I think when you lower the car, there is a huge impact on the quality of the drive. When you're quite low on the ground, you can feel the road quite a bit. What I love the most about this thing is the fact that it starts so well, but yet, when you drive like a normal human being, it feels like a standard 1 Series, which is what I really like the most. But little do people know, you've got a 440 brake horsepower horses just sitting there ready to go, which is what I love. And as you can probably see, I am quite convinced by this car actually. Actually, no, I take that back. I'm very convinced by this car. I know this car has insane tuning capabilities, but I will say, people, this car is very dangerous as well. That I will say. And the reason why I say that is because you're putting so much horsepower into something that weighs pretty much not a lot, and it's on rear wheel drive. In Europe, obviously the Euro spec M140is, they're X drive, so it's 4-wheel drive, so you've still got that stability, you've still got that safety. This thing, you need some serious marbles to actually drive one and own one. I mean, if you drive it like a normal human being, which is what I would put, no, that's a lie, I wouldn't do that, but it's not the point, which is what some people would do, then fine. But this car is one of those cars where it will dominate and only dominate. That's just how it is, and that's just the reality of this car. I mean, its biggest competition, the RS3. Don't get me wrong, the facelift RS3, it is an animal. It is an animal, it is a car you just do not want to go up against. The RS3, let's talk about the RS3 in competition to the M140i. The M140i is a very like-minded car to the RS3. Don't get me wrong, I love RS3s, absolutely love them. But like I said, if I had the choice, M140i all day long. The RS3 tuning capabilities, unfortunately, is a hit and miss. The M140i, that B58 engine is a guaranteed, and I can tell you that now. I know loads of people that are running 600-700 brake on stock block, and that's incredible. That is absolutely incredible. I mean, same with the RS3, but most of them just go bang, unfortunately. But not the point. As you can probably see, I'm not cussing out the Audi, I'm just saying it how it is. I mean, this thing is so much fun. I'm genuinely so scared to put a foot down, because the minute you put your foot down, the back slides out quite a bit, and I am in quite narrow roads, so it's not great at all. I mean, the weather conditions isn't working in my favor, it really isn't, and I will be honest with that, it really isn't working in my favor. So if you look at the CLS 55 AMG, that car, yep, rear wheel drive, 5.4 litre V8 supercharged engine, absolutely crazy. But when you put your foot down, it does spin out. But the difference is between this car and the CLS is the fact that there's a lot of weight difference. So the CLS glides out, this twitches out quite a bit, which I'm not much of a fan of, but the way it moves off the line is absolutely amazing. The performance on this car is just something else, it really is. And I just don't have any words to kind of describe the fact that this car has a totally different feeling to M135i. It's a lot of fun to drive. Oh, holy shit. As you can see, this car is very eager to go. Oh God, I really do like this car. I'm getting a lot of people staring at me. I hope you guys can hear me, honestly. Definitely enjoy it. The owner actually handed me the keys to review it, and the reason being is because I know for a fact that a lot of people have said to me, when are you going to get an M140i featured on the channel? So I was like, you know what? get an M140i on the channel, and made it happen. Probably the coolest thing I've done so far. I mean, I've had some sick cars on the channel, don't get me wrong, but this M140i is just, it's just a whole different feeling. It really is. It really, really is. And I'm getting used to the fact that I'm driving a rear-wheel drive car, because I've owned that S3 for 2.5 years. It's quite a jump. It is quite a jump. But if I were to say, if I had the choice between Quattro, RS3 and M140i, M140i all day long. I was kind of planning on doing a draggy on this, but it's absolutely pointless. It is so pointless. But what we're going to do is we are going to take it to my private location, have a little bit more fun. We'll attempt a launch. I mean, it's not going to be the best launch, but we'll give it a go. It's going to be quite pointless. Jesus. Yeah, that's just not going to happen. Not going to happen at all. But you know what? Nothing stopped me doing a mini burnout. Yeah, not going to happen today. It's too wet. Too wet. Right. So we are going to finish the vlog off. But before I do that, guys, make sure to smash the subscribe button. Also, make sure to check out Venom competitions and get the opportunity to win this M140i very, very soon. I hope you guys heard that. But like I said, again, make sure to check out Venom competitions very, very soon. Their link's in my bio. We're going to build the hype. We're going to buy some raffles. This M140i is going to go to someone very special very, very soon. So I hope you guys stay blessed, take care of yourself, make sure to smash the subscribe button, as we will be having some more cars very, very soon on the channel that will be going off to all of you guys. So take care.